Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the DeKalb Planning and Zoning Commission meeting for this Monday, November 4th, 2024. Could we start with a roll call, please?
Becker.
Here.
O'Flaherty.
Here.
Pena Graham. Wright. McMahon.
Here.
Chair Maxwell.
Here.
4 present.
Thank you very much. We'll move to the approval of the agenda. If there are any additions or deletions, if not, I will ask for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Moved by Becker. May I have a second?
I second.
Seconded by O'Flaherty. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. We'll move to the approval of the minutes from October 4th, 2024. Again, if there are any additions and or deletions. If not, I will ask for a motion to approve.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Moved by McMahon. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by O'Flaherty. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. This is the public participation portion. If there's anyone that would like to speak to anything that is not on the agenda, you may come forward now. And if not, we will move to new business. We have a public hearing, a petition by PSE Huber IL Solar LLC for the approval of the annexation, rezoning, and concept plan for a proposed solar farm to be located approximately 42 acres at the southwest corner of Route 38 and John Huber Parkway. Do we have a presentation? If you'd step forward and just mention your name and address, please.
Hi, I'm Brant Thomas, and I'm here with Pure Sky Energy.
Hold it up if you want.
Thanks. For a project developer on Pure Sky Energy team. So, yeah, I think I got some slides here. So yeah, we were here. Mike Larkin on my team was here earlier this year in March to kind of present the plan, figure out if you guys want to bring it into the city or kind of keep development in the county. It seemed like consensus was to bring it into the city. So with that, we've decided to propose annexation and then petition for rezoning and approval of the concept plan. So a little bit about Pure Sky Energy. We are a developer, owner, and operator of solar farms. So some folks are just developers and they sell it to someone else and they own and operate it. But yeah, we kind of do it all in-house. So we really value long-term partnerships and kind of staying with the project for the duration of its life. So I can get into what is community solar, but I'm sure a lot of you already know, so I won't go too far into it. But basically, these smaller solar farms basically allow people who can't afford rooftop solar subscribe to it and get a discounted energy bill with their utility. So that'd be ComEd in this instance. Here's just a picture of the site, and you can see it's contiguous there to the city boundary. And here is a concept plan. So I'm actually going to go forward quick and just show the previous plan we had and some of the comments we got from the county engineer on the expansion of the Huber Parkway. So you can see some comments there on how the proposed expansion in the future is going to impede on our previous proposed solar site. So just kind of taking into those considerations, we did edit our site plan, and yeah, you can see there we kind of set that back for that proposed highway expansion. And then just getting onto the site plan, so you can see we have access there off Route 38 with the road going into the center of the site for the equipment pad transformer, as well as you can see like the little pink line around the site. That's just the fence line where we have 8-foot proposed agricultural style fencing. And then like the green kind of buffer around the site, all around the site except for the southern boundary, is our proposed vegetative screening buffer. So it's close to a 5 megawatt site, and I believe I have some quick stats. I don't know if they're going to show up though. I'll try to remember off the top of my head. So it's supposed to power about 900 homes a year. And we're projecting an estimated annual tax revenue of about $35,000 a year starting in year one. And yeah, that was it pretty quick, but I do have time for questions, and I also have a couple exhibits at the end here in case anyone has kind of questions about components or things like that.
Okay, thank you. We have a staff report?
Yes.
Sorry?
Yeah, I'll take the.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, as Brant mentioned, it's a request, Pure Sky Energy to annex into the city, get it rezoned to planned development industrial, and prove a concept plan. The commission did look at it in March, if you recall. I copied the minutes there, but the general consensus was move forward with the project. Some of the questions, comments related to landscaping screening, particularly along Route 38. Amount of power generated, how many homes are going to be served, and the decommissioning plan. The comp plan does call for agriculture on the site. So given the, and it's contiguous on the northeast, far northeast part of the subject site, surrounded pretty much by farmland, and you can see the site in red. So the zoning, the city boundary is right here, far northeast corner, surrounded by farmland. There is a existing old farmstead there with a house on it, I think a small shed too, and some trees around it. That will remain. There's a couple people living there in the house actually, but that will be, they will stay there. And you can see the the project, of course, recognizes that. So most of the rays, as you can see from Route 38, will be behind the house and behind the trees here, and closest as you get further east on the site. From the previous plan in March, they did move the access a little bit further east. As Brant mentioned, they are reserving land for the DeKalb County Highway Department, that anticipation of John Huber Parkway being extended to the south. So areas shown in red were additional areas on the plan. This is from March. Were added and noted to be reserved on the site, and that will be in the annexation agreement covering that. So in our regulations, we have a setback of 50 feet around the perimeter of the site, any solar farm, and they're certainly meeting that and exceeding it in many areas. We're recommending some additional landscaping along Route 38 where the arrays are closest to the road. We have landscape standards in our UDO. They'll have to comply with that. And we're asking for a little bit additional screening along there. That could be some berming or just additional trees and other plantings. I mentioned the review by the County Highway Department, which they did show in the plan with the revision. Access is, as they're showing, a 20-foot wide drive that goes to the center of the site. 8-foot tall agricultural style fencing around the property, which is common in these types of facilities. And we're recommending the preliminary and final development plan be submitted, come back to the commission for review. They'll show the landscaping, more detail on the plan, and that will also go to the city council after you review it and make your recommendation. So the findings of fact for rezoning are provided there. We did receive one email from a adjoining owner. I think I showed it in the, there's some of the details on the landscaping. That's the street view, or looking east towards the city. That's a farm home on the site. It's a comp plan that shows the agricultural in that area, and there are properties on the south side, just if I can get the zoning up there. So there's additional properties to the east that are vacant that could be built upon. So this is not like right next to the development within the city. It leaves a little bit area where future development can occur. That's what we wanted to make sure of, that it was on the very edge of the city and not taking up a parcel that will eventually probably be commercial or multifamily residential perhaps in that particular area. So doesn't inhibit any type of development. The one letter we did receive is from Carol Riedis, I'll spell it R-E-D-I-E-H-S, attorney and member of the Riedis Farm LLC. They own about 170 acres northwest of the site. It's this parcel here, then the parcel north of here extends off the map, but it's about 170 acres. Had concerns about decrease in property values, nuisance factors, stormwater management, long-term maintenance, hazardous waste. The applicant did provide a response to all those, which we're satisfied with. I actually spoke to her regarding a few things, stormwater management. Our city engineer spoke to her too on that. So, but those letters and the responses in the packets for your review. So we recommend approval of this solar farm. Again, it provides a clean, emission-free, renewable energy source for the city. I think it's at a good location to be annexed. And there's a sample motion prepared that approves the concept plan that was shown up on the screen and the development standards. Approve the use. It's PDI zoning. You have to meet the solar farm regulations in the UDO. Accommodates the 8-foot-high fence, and then the preliminary final development plan to include engineering, landscaping, and decommissioning plan, which we have standards in the UDO on. And also should be some additional vegetation along Route 38. So we'll see that. Commission will see this again when it comes back in the final, preliminary final development plan.
Okay. Thank you, Dan. If there's anyone that would like to speak to it, if not, I will close the public hearing and open it up for comments and questions from the commission.
I was going to say, it seems very similar to what we heard before.
In March, yeah. The one thing, I'm sorry, I read through it and I didn't pick it up, but just out of curiosity, what's the anticipated reduction in cost for the proposed consumer that would go through your system versus ComEd?
Yeah, the average discount is between like 5 and 20%, I'd say, so about 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's savings, it's not massive, but it's noticeable, especially.
Yeah, and to no cost for them, they can just sign up. Yep.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks.
I appreciate it.
I don't see anything that has changed radically. I mean, I'll be interested to see the landscaping plan when that comes back, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And just to reiterate for everybody that is watching and or listening too, that decommissioning plan, you know, something that we had discussed before, where pulling up the stakes, we have farmland underneath it again, so, and I know.
Yeah.
there's- I know
Plan
that.
that shows, you know, if it's discontinued for a certain amount of time, that's
Mhm.
got to be decommissioned. There's a explanation how that's going to be done, make sure it's restored to its natural
And pick it up. clean it
setting,
off.
and then they even, you know, have some money posted up in case they don't do it. But, yeah, there's regulations in UDO that require that, so.
Okay. Any other comments, questions? If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve.
Go ahead, I can make a motion here. I'll say, based upon the submitted petitions and testimony presented, I move that the Planning and Zoning Commission forward its findings of fact and recommend to the City Council approval of the rezoning upon annexation from the SFR1 Single Family Residential District to the PDI Planned Development Industrial District for the subject property located at the southwest corner of Route 38 and John Huber Parkway for the construction of a 5-megawatt ground-mounted solar energy system, solar farm, per the concept plan prepared by Pure Sky Energy dated 4/2/24, listed as Exhibit A, and subject to the planned development standards listed in Exhibit B.
So moved by McMahon. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Becker. May I have a roll call, please?
Becker,
Yes.
Flaherty,
Yes.
McMahon,
Yes.
Chair Maxwell.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much, and thank you for the presentation.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, staff report on what we've got coming up.
Yeah, next meeting, November 18th, back at the Police Department, final time this year. Just one hearing has been scheduled so far. It's a variance for for the location at 250 East Gurler Road. It's regarding accessory structures that are exceeding the size of the principal structure. It's kind of a unique situation. So that's one item on that evening. The council at their last meeting did approve the Project Midwest. Went through the commission.
Excellent.
And I handed out list of the members, of course, and Trixie and Bill got reappointed commission, so congratulations at the last council
Congratulations.
meeting. So the term expiration are updated for the two members there. That's all I had.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Anything else from anyone? If not, I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
So moved by O'Flaherty. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Seconded by Becker. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Thank you very much.
All right. Boom, boom.
Quick.